Good evening, good evening. It's great you made this day. Good evening to you. Hello everybody, my name is Peter. I'm Tupperware Pete. How are you? Welcome. Hello Facebook, hello YouTube, hello TikTok, hello Instagram, hello everybody. My name is Peter. I've been doing Tupperware almost 30 years and I've done just over 5,000 in-home Tupperware parties, and then COVID hit. Thank you, COVID. Tupperware is now online, which means it doesn't matter where you are in Australia. You can use the link to place an order and the warehouse in Melbourne will deliver to any address across Australia. So any business address, any residential address, any post office box, or even Australian Post parcel locker. How awesome is that? All right, let me just stand out. Can you see I've rearranged my display? I'm going to be cooking in the Tupperware pressure cooker. Okay, I'm going to be doing you know how sometimes you go, oh, what do you feel like for dinner? Oh, let's have that. And you go, oh, no, couldn't be bothered. It's going to take forever. Well, guess what? You can actually do it in the Tupperware pressure cooker, because that's exactly what I thought. I thought, I've got to cook something. I may as well go live. What shall I do? And I thought, oh, I'll do my spaghetti sauce with my kofta balls, my vegetarian meatballs. I thought, oh, no, that takes forever because you've got to simmer it on the stove. And then I went, hang on. Why don't I just do it in the Tupperware pressure cooker? Because anything your slow cooker or your stovetop takes 2 to 4 to 8 hours to do, this will do it in 20 to 30 minutes. It's fast, it's slow cooking made fast. It's a one-pot wonder. It's the Tupperware pressure cooker that goes into the microwave. So when you call it a micro pressure cooker, it doesn't mean it's a teeny weeny little one for like half a potato. No, it's a pressure cooker that goes into the microwave oven. So it works on the health benefits of pressure cooking your food with the efficiency of using a microwave oven. So remember the old-fashioned, it's just like an old-fashioned pressure cooker except with modern technology. So instead of the little, you know, the button that you'd pop on there, the little piece of like the metal thing that you could use as a shot put, right? They've now replaced it with all of these extra safety features, right? So on the inside here, remember all of the Tupperware that goes into the microwave oven, the instructions are on the inside here, so you don't have to keep looking for the booklet, all right? So this basically, it tells you it's, there's a minimum 150 mils, which you don't have to remember because the minimum line's in there, right? The maximum is 2 litres of liquid, but you don't have to remember because there's a maximum line in there, right? And it also tells you it's maximum of 30 minutes, 900 watts, right? Now, there's your little, all the Tupperware pressure cookers, all the pressure cookers, whether it's a modern one or an old-fashioned one, they all have this little ring in here, and they've got little divots, which is an extra little safety feature to help ease the pressure a little bit, to make it a little bit more manageable, all right? Now, in here, there's these little interlocking tabs, and they interlock with the tabs on the base. So it's like that interlocking mechanism, so that keeps the top on the bottom as well, all right? Now, can you see here? There's more safety features on the top. There's a little steam release valve in here. So if you do get an extra build-up of steam, the steam's going to slowly escape through the steam release valve. This is your pressure indicator, okay? So when it's working, you get it's the pressure that's actually cooking your food, right? So and how do you know that the pressure's there? Well, this is a pressure indicator. That's going to go into the up position, and then you know you leave the top on. When you pull it out of the microwave oven, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes before you touch anything on it. Don't touch the top at all. Let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until that pressure indicator goes down. Then you know you can release the safety arm and you can twist the top off and you can access your food. All right? So basically, with the little arrows here, can you see there's an arrow up here? There's an arrow here. This is where all the good working stuff is here, right? Can you see this? You turn it this way to pop the top on, and you turn it that way to pop the top off. Can you see that? And all you have to do is you then just line that up with the arrow on this handle and the arrow on this handle, and away you go, all right? So whether you're doing pulled pork, a Tim Tam chocolate cake, seafood risotto, mac and cheese, whether you're doing mashed potatoes in here, or I stew my fruit for plum jam in here, soups, stews, curries, casseroles, sweets, cakes, any meal you can think of, this will do it in 20 to 30 minutes instead of 2 hours on the stovetop, 4 hours in your slow cooker, 3 hours in your oven. Do you know what I mean? So, let's get cracking. In here, this is the supersonic chopper. You've seen me do this before. They're the blades in here. I've just got, that's just kale that's chopped up in there. I have to hide the kale from myself. So if you've got dogs or kids or partners that you need to hide veggies from, this is ideal. So all we're going to do is literally dump that straight into here. We'll put the blades on there. It sits on a little peg as it spins around. Now, I went shopping and I found some oyster mushrooms that were only 99 cents, and I need to eat them. So, so all I'm going to do is, look at these. They are beautiful. Look at this. This is oyster mushroom. How yum is that? So this meal is accidentally vegan meal where meat-free Mondays are ideal. There's your, there is your mushrooms in there, right? Seriously, accidentally vegan. I just realised, well, you know, hey, I'm an accidental vegan. All right, so we'll just pull the cord in here. Give it a bit of a shake. Do a few more. And this is literally, put the blades in there when you're not using them, and then that way the mess falls down into there. Protects your bench top. There's all those oyster mushrooms. How awesome is it? They're only 99 cents, right? So we'll just dump them straight into there as well, right? Now, what we're going to do is, I've got a couple of celery sticks in here. I'm just going to rip them out. That needs to be eaten. I've got, you know what I'm like. If you've been watching me, you know exactly what I'm like. Here's the garlic. I think 5 cloves of garlic is, you know, that's about normal, right? I live alone. I can. Throw in the garlic in there. I've got this carrot, and I'm just going to, I'm not going to peel it. All the nutrients is in the skin. I'm even going to leave that little green bit on in there. Let's just pop that. We'll pop that straight into there, and I will now... The top's just like a bayonet light bulb. You just pop that straight on there. I give it a shake. If you want it fairly chunky, just a few pulls of the cord. So that's going to be fairly chunky in there, all right? But if you want it quite fine, I'm going to mince everything up as fine as I can. I don't like grating. This grates everything for you, from hard cheese to potato, carrot, zucchini, onion, garlic, all of those sorts of things. Watch this. How awesome is that? There's my carrot, celery, garlic. We'll pop that straight into there as well. Now, what we're going to do is grab my chopping mat. I've got some onion. Now, for another video, you know you can make your own onion powder? You just save all your onion skins, pop it into the Micro Pro grill for 20 minutes, and away you go, right? I'm going to save that for another video. All I'm going to do is just chop and tail this. There we go, and we will just... That's a whole red onion. I'm going to save those onion skins, and we will... Red onion. I'm just going to pop this straight into here. Let me know where you're watching from. I love it when I find out who's watching. Met somebody, someone from Ireland popped on to one of the lives the other day and went, hey, hello, Tupperware Pete. Tupperware Germany pops on to say g'day, Philadelphia. We had Milwaukee, Wisconsin popped on the other day as well. That was awesome. Hello, Milwaukee, if you're watching. This is a capsicum. Speaking of Milwaukee, we call these capsicums, you might call them a red pepper. We call them a capsicum. Now, just a little hint. With the capsicums, see how you've got the lines down here? That's basically Mother Nature telling you where to put your knife. So you literally just slice that straight down there, slice that straight down there, slice that straight down there, and all you have to do is just peel that away. Look at that. No seeds, no nothing. There we go. Oh, we just take the top bit off, right? We just pop that straight into there. Although Mother Nature is menopausal, she does come in handy for a few good things, right? We'll just pop that straight into there. We're going to rip that up. Rip, wood chip. There we go. And we will just respect the fill line. All right. Pop that top on there. That's all on properly. Just give that a bit of a shake. So when I use this, it's a 0 carbon footprint. Totally 0 carbon footprint. There's my capsicum and my onion all gouged up beautifully. We will pop that straight into there. How awesome is that? So that's all of our little veggies. So we've got kale, carrot, celery, onion, garlic, a red capsicum. I've now got a tin of, what is it? Italian diced tomatoes. We're going to pop that straight into there. I've also got, oh, I should have done this before. Oh my goodness me, where is, this is a hard one. Oh, pop, did you hear that? ASMR with Tupperware Peach. We're going to pop, that's just, all that is. That's just a bottle of passata. Because, now normally you would have to do this on the stovetop, let it simmer away. It's like, no, I don't have time to do that. Let's just, you know, get fast food or takeaway. So, no. Let's save our money. Let's save our waste. Don't look too closely. And there we have it. All that food is in between the minimum line and the maximum line. What I'm going to do now, I've got the jewel seals on some of my Tupperware. I love them. How awesome is that? They've redesigned everything. So I just 2 teaspoons of sugar. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. And we will grab our spatula. We'll just mix that all up. So that's our sauce done. And I'm going to pop that into the microwave oven. Instead of simmering on the stove, watch that. Can someone stir that sauce for me, please? Watch that. Turn it down. Is it bubbling? Get to the bottom, right? Who's got time for that? Well, if you do have time for that, Tupperware have the cookware to be able to do that. It's all non-stick. But I didn't have time to do that today. So I'm just going to mix that up. Literally, that's it. That's my sauce. I'm not going to add anything else to it. I'm going to line up, where are we? I'm going to line up the arrows. There's the arrows. We will give that a turn. We'll lock that into place. And I'm going to pop that into my 900 watt microwave. For 15 minutes. While it's in there, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you how I make my meat-free meatballs. Again, this is an accidentally vegan recipe, which I didn't even realise. Now, I do eat meat. I love a good steak. I had chicken wings in my last video. Did you see that? But this one's going to be meat-free meatballs. We're going to have some meat-free meatballs. Oh. All right, what we're going to do is, I digress. Grab a supersonic chopper. We won't need the funnel attachment into there whatsoever, right? We've got, we've got this one. What we've got in here, we are going to, I've got some cabbage that I got, and this needs to be eaten. So I thought, you know what? I might make my kofta balls with that. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm just chopping this into chunks. That's all I'm doing, right? Pop the blade straight into there. We're going to, now we are going to respect the fill line on this one, I can guarantee you, alright? We'll pop that straight into there. Now the reason why I love chopping veggies up in the supersonic, one of the reasons I love chopping veggies up, it's like grating it, but also, I should have respected the fill line a little bit more than what I did. There we go. You know why? Because there are measurements. Where are we? We've got to find them. Here we are. I don't know if you can see that there. There are measurements up the side, so I can measure 2 cups. So I can go, yeah, there's my 2 cups of cabbage. Oh, hang on. We might just chop that up a little bit more. It's fairly, can you see that? It's fairly chunky, but I want it quite fine. So let's just pop that down on there. bit more. There we go. That's much better. That's like shredded cabbage. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use this as my mixing bowl just so you can see what I'm mixing in here. This is the Eco Plus range, heat resistant. You can use it as a hot soup bowl to serve from, or you can pop your salad in here. I'm using it as a mixing bowl. There's our 2 cups of shredded cabbage. Now what I'm going to do is, I will just show you. I've got this beautiful cauliflower. Now I'm going to just save those green bits. Don't throw them away. I can chop them up in my supersonic chopper and I can add them to a soup or a stew or a stir fry, or I could have added them into my sauce. No worries whatsoever. I'm going to grab my Santoku knife. I'm just, can you see this here properly okay? If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, just click the video so that it opens up, so that you can actually see what I'm doing. The Santoku knife has a point. And all I'm doing is, I'm just going to remove this stem straight out of here. I love it because of the point, you can actually get that nice fine technique happening with the knife. So all you're going to do is just pop that straight into there, and we're going to twist. Did you see that? So all you do is you just pop your knife in. This is perfect for cauliflower. Pop your knife in, give it a twist, and that just breaks off the florets. Give it a twist, and now can you see there's very little mess? You know when you're chopping up cauliflower, you always end up with those bits. You end up with like a whole couple of spoonfuls of cauliflower rice. All you have to do, grab the point of your knife, pop that in there, give it a bit of a twist, and that's going to release the florets perfectly. And you'll have less mess. Oh, that one's not doing it. So you get the idea. But now we're just going to pop that straight into here. That's okay for this time. We'll pop that into there. Let's throw in some of these green bits as well, why not? You paid for them, you may as well eat them. They're edible. They're good for you, right? Cabbage, cauliflower, vitamin K, lots of good plant-based protein, dietary fibre. There is our cauliflower rice, or that's going to be the basis of our meat-free meatball. How awesome is that? Then what we're going to do is, I've got some coriander. I love coriander. If you don't like coriander, pretend this is a flat leaf parsley, alright? Now let's pop this in here. We'll pop this into here. Yum. Oh, absolutely yum. There we go. How awesome is that? There we go. Done. So there's our cauliflower, our cabbage, and just a wadload of coriander, right? Absolutely delicious. Now what I'm going to do, I've got my chickpea flour, my Basan flour. So this is a high protein flour, more protein in this than there is in a wheat flour, and it's gluten free. So absolutely beautiful. What I'm going to do is, I've got roughly, I'm going to use the paddle whisk, and I'm going to pop that into the supersonic chopper, and I'll show you why, because there's roughly 1 cup, there's roughly a 2nd cup, measured until the ancestors whisper, Peter, that's enough. Right, there is my chickpea flour. I just get that from the Indian supermarket. It's beautiful. Alright, now what we're going to do is, we're going to grab some onion powder. You know, that container of onion powder fitted in there perfectly. Now, these are modular. So, what you're doing is you're actually paying for the jar and what's inside. So if you use those little packets, or better still, make your own, and I'll show you how to do that in one of my upcoming videos, alright? Let me just grab a Tupperware spoon, just got like a little teaspoon, and all I'm going to do is just measure a teaspoon of everything. Onion powder. Then I've got all of my spices in my Modular Mate Oval 1. These are the OG food storage. They're celebrating 40th birthday this year. You grab the tab. You grab the tab. You peel the seal. And that, instead of yanking the seal off and putting pressure over here, that's going to extend the life of your seal. All right? So in here we've got dried fennel. About a teaspoon of that. All right? We'll pop that into there. No problemo. We've got, cayenne pepper. Some of them I've got my spoonfuls on, like the ones with cayenne pepper, that you don't want cayenne pepper everywhere. I learned that the hard way. There's your cayenne pepper. Then we've got, someone sent me this curry korma mix, so we may as well throw in a teaspoon of that as well. Yum, yum, yummy, 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 I got food in my tummy. What's this? We've got some pink Himalayan sea salt. That's what you use when you want to freshen up your Tupperware blades. Just pop a whole bunch of sea salt in there, or rock salt, and that will sharpen the blade and it'll turn your rock salt into table salt. Win-win! Alright, what is this in here? This is, yum, ground turmeric. We'll just do a teaspoon of that. Then we've got, what's in here? Ground cumin. Come in. Then you've got your ground coriander as well. So we've just got, I like that, so we'll do a heaped teaspoon of that. Not a worry. Now that's all of my spices. So all we're going to do now is, let's move them out the way. All right. All we're going to do now, just pop that on, and like a bayonet light bulb until it goes on. We've got the paddle whisk in here. Let's just tidy up. Just wipe down some of this mess so that we can see. Otherwise, my OCD is going to come out and go, hey, hello. All right, that's my flour with all my spices. Just the paddle whisk is in there, not a problem. I want to mix those spices up thoroughly because I don't want to eat and go, hello, this is heavy on the turmeric here, or this is heavy on the ground fennel. I want that all blended beautifully. And the other reason why I do that is because the paddle whisk is going to put air through that flour. It's going to aerate it. It's going to get rid of any clumps and help those spices fold evenly through that. Upside down, Miss Jane. Look. So that's got all of my spices popped through there, right? How awesome is that? I'm now going to pop that straight into here. Where's our... There we go. Now, something I haven't tried before, which I wanted to give a go, I've got a tin of... I don't know what this is going to turn out like because, you know, sometimes I practice, sometimes I don't. I recommend you practice, of course, right? I've got a tin of kidney beans, red beans, that I have rinsed and drained thoroughly. I'm going to pop them in. Ooh, lucky I wiped down the bench. I'm going to pop them straight into there and I'm going to chop them up. And let's see what happens. Normally, I just fold that through. And that's, you don't need any liquid or anything. There's enough moisture in that cabbage and cauliflower to combine all of those flowers and herbs and spices. But let's have a look and see if we can throw in some kidney beans. Red beans are quite meaty, so that's why I wanted to try this. I just wanted to chop that up beautifully. And there's my beans. How awesome is that? Now, a lot of people don't realise, with the supersonic chopper, all you have to do to wash it, right? Let me show you. It's really simple. You just fill that up with some warm water, and we'll do a squirt of dishwashing liquid. You pop your paddle whisk into there. right? You just pop the top on. That washes itself for you. Then all you have to do is just rinse it and pop it onto the dish rack to drain. If you are going to pop it onto the, if you're going to pop it into the dishwasher, just remove the anti-slip grip if you're going to pop it into the dishwasher, all right? How easy is that, right? Simple. All right, so all we do now is, let's grab, just get rid of some of this flour and mess. All we're going to do now is make our balls. Make our little meatballs. Now you've got two options. Every now and again, Tupperware come out with these ice cream scoop looking things. They're called portion scoops. And you've got 3 different sizes of attachments, all right? So you can, all you have to do is, where are my glasses? You just pop the little thing in there. Out that comes. And you can pop, say you want to pop the big one in there, not a problem. It looks like an ice cream scoop, but they're great if you're making cookies or biscuits or scones or Tim Tam balls. Yes, that's coming. I might even do a Wheat Bix rum ball or something like that as well. So that's really very easy to handle. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly combine all of this together. You've got the kidney beans, you've got the Bassan flour, you've got your cabbage and your cauliflower. Of course, you always need a bigger bowl, don't you? So that's why these come in a set of 6. So you can just easily transfer that over to the bigger bowl, which I've got somewhere, but we're going to muddle through with this, all right? We've got our coriander, we've got all those spices, we've got our chickpea, our cabbage, our cauliflower, the kidney beans, and that is literally all we are going to do. Just combine all of that through. Yum. 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 Now what you do, you just grab your, I'm going to actually steam these in the Tupperware steamer. Let's fill this up with water. There's the Tupperware steamer. There's your deep colander basket. This is made out of metal, protected by all the Tupperware. Then all I do is just grab my scoop. I'm going to grab the back of the knife. Oh, see how that pops out? It gives me a rough shape. Okay. Oh, there's the... So that literally... Because I want them to be roughly the same size. I want them to be uniform. Alright, so you get the idea. So all I'm going to do is pack that in. Out that comes. You get the idea? If you want to... If you don't have those at home, right, what you do is... I'll show you. Just grab a spoon. Any spoon. I'll grab the Tupperware spoon. And then you've got your mixture, and you just pack it together. There's your ball. It's just kidney beans, cabbage, cauliflower, coriander for a bit of green and a bit of flavour, or you use parsley. And then basically, I love Indian spices, so it's ground fennel, ground turmeric, ground coriander and cumin. What else did we throw in? A little bit of Himalayan rock salt. Well, you saw what I did. And then you just pop them straight into there. How awesome is that? So you can do big ones, you can do little ones. It's entirely up to you. And it probably takes longer to roll them than it does to actually make them, right? But of course, I wanted to show you just to give you some ideas on what you can use your Tupperware products for, because it's all about Tupper inspo. Your Tup inspo. Tupperware inspo. Meal inspo. And this is a great way to use up whatever veggies that you've got in the fridge that need to be eaten. And it's also, if you know anybody that's a vegetarian, or even if you want to do a meat-free Monday, you know, like, it's quite easy on the family budget. We'll just do a little bit more in there. But you get the idea, right? Of what we're doing. So you pop that into there. There is all of your meatballs. Well, they're not meatballs. They're called kofta balls. Well, they're inspired by the kofta ball, all right? I've thrown in kidney beans just because I've never done it with kidney beans. I thought, I wonder what it's like with kidney beans. So I just wanted to try that. I can then steam that. Now you can throw in, if you wanted to, you could throw in some bacon, Parmesan cheese. You want to throw in some crushed cashews or sunflower seeds and help sort of bulk that up with some more nuts. You can do that, not a problem. Really, really easy to do. All right? How awesome is that? So this microwave's gone off, or it's completed the cycle, and I'm just going to let it sit in there, and I'll show you in a moment. We'll just fold them around. No, let me just wash my hands. Okay. Ooh, few knives flying. Let's have a look. Can you see how that pressure indicator has gone into the down position? So now it's safe for me to remove the cover, right? So what I'm going to do is grab my flexible cutting mat, because that's heat resistant up to 40 degrees. I can use that as my kitchen trivet. That's going to protect the surface that it's sitting on. I'm going to lift the safety arm. I'm going to turn it that way. Now when you take the cover off, do it that way so the steam goes that way. It won't fog up your glasses then. All right? We're going to do that. Now literally, can you see this? This is my sauce. So instead of 2 hours on the stove, I did that for 15 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer these balls into here. I'm going to do it 2 ways. I'm going to pop my balls in straight into here. There's my kofta balls. I'm just going to literally sit them on the top. We might do a few more while we're here. All right? Just very quickly. Pop them straight into there. Pop them down. And now this will freeze really well. I can freeze them into my Tupperware silicone bags and pop them in the freezer. I can take them to work and reheat this, pop the silicone bag straight into the microwave. If I come home from wherever and I don't feel like cooking, or if I'm at home and I don't feel like cooking, you just go, oh, we've got those meat-free meatballs in the freezer with some pressure cooker spaghetti sauce. Let's just reheat some of that. We'll just pop them straight into there. Now I'm going to partly submerge them. Alright. Here we go. So can you see? See what I've done? I'm just going to leave the tops out just a little bit. And I'm going to pop that in for another 15 minutes. I'm going to finish off here now. I'm going to finish these balls in here. I'm going to assemble them into the Tupperware steamer. And then I'm going to, when they come out, I'm going to pop them in there. I'm going to steam them for 15, 20 minutes, not sure. I'm just going to complete that up. I will put photos on my Tupperware Pete Facebook so that everyone can have a look at the completed product. Make sure you go into the Tupperware Pete Facebook. I put my chicken wings in the Ultra Pro on there, and I've got some, I did my stuffed capsicum in the steamer, and I've popped them up. I'll pop those photos up there as well. And when this comes out, I'll take photos of these, because everything is content. Everything is content when you're part of a team. And I'll pop them on so everyone can see the finished product. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. I'm open to everything. And until next time, you know what you need to do? I don't have my maracas. Forget your troubles and get happy and dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll say goodbye to Facebook now. Bye bye.